Hey guys, it's me Anais, and welcome back to Journal. So let's find out what's going on. Let's talk to our mommykins about Mrs. Martin. Mrs. Martin wanted to talk to me about the maths test I took the other day. Indeed. Is everything okay? She says. Yes or no? Actually, let's see if we can have some real talk. No. Actually, I might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, honey, I thought we talked about this. You promised you were going to do your best. You didn't even hear what the problem was yet. I am. Really? You know I'm always on your side, sweetie. Do I need to talk to anyone for you? Goodness, you didn't hear what the problem is. No, it's okay. I don't want to have to go to another meeting at school. That's pretty much what any kid would say, so you probably shouldn't ask their opinion on what to do, right? You should just be the parent and kind of make that decision.
I hate teacher parent
Yes.
meetings. I don't like sitting there quietly while they talk about me. It's so humiliating.
Can be. I had a pretty epic parent-teacher conference once where the teacher tried to tell my mom that I wasn't a good writer. That was her criticism. She said that I can't write. And it didn't go over very well because, my mom kind of said you could have said she did anything, like she interrupted or she was rude or she didn't do her assignment, but you said she wasn't a good writer. And I know that isn't true. So that was a really nice thing. She kind of stood up for me in that way, but that was the one thing that I was kind of known for, is I was a good writer, so that was kind of shocking. She just didn't like me, that teacher. Anyway, that was a bad moment. And I had to stay with that teacher the rest of the year. It was just awful. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, the memories. Let's keep going. Out the door. And let's go to school and just deal with life. See what we're gonna see. Does Elena want to talk to us yet? I don't think so. No, she does not. She does not like us too much. What about Keith? Hey, man. Hey, Keith. What's up? He says. Nice talking. Okay, that's a good teenage conversation, isn't it? Especially with somebody you like. You're like, hey. And they're like, hey. And then like, goodbye. That's it. I don't want to talk to you. I can barely look at you because I like you and I can't deal with my feelings. What is it? Katherine says. Okay, so are we going to talk about the maths test or the book? Let's talk about the book first because no, wait, that's the Keith issue. That might actually be worse than cheating on a math test, questioning, having a fight about a guy that they both like. Okay, math test. You know that math test that we had? Katherine's like, yeah, what about it? Did you fail or something? I'm still trying to do that accent, that Valley Girl thing. Anyway, no. Well, I don't know. But what did you do with those answers I gave you? What do you mean, what did I do? I used them, of course. That was the whole point. So she did know something, and she made me lie because I didn't know that. I didn't know that she had written down answers and given them to Katherine. You didn't change them at all. You used them exactly how they were. Well, yeah, those were the answers. Why would I change them? Honestly, I don't get you. What is this even about? Why did I do that? Unless you're going to sell them for money. But then if you were going to do that, you should probably just sell an essay or something. Frustrated or worried? Let's be worried because we don't want to take the maths test again. It sounds like I shouldn't be frustrated because it's kind of my own fault if I went ahead and gave somebody all the answers. I think you've gotten us both in trouble. No, I didn't mean to say... I wouldn't say it that way because this character is just as much to blame for doing that. Me, it was your idea to share the answers around. You were supposed to change the answers a little bit so it wasn't obvious we knew what to write. Well, that's the problem. When you give somebody something like that, you can't control what they're going to do with that information, no matter what it is in life. Just in general, whenever you put something out there, you no longer own it. Anything. So, yeah, don't think that you do. You didn't say that to me at the time. Yeah, and you can't assume that somebody understands. You have to be very clear and concise. And then even then, you don't control them. They can do whatever the hell they want. Okay, I thought it was obvious. Maybe you know all about the unwritten rules of cheating, but I don't have time for that kind of thing. Well, you better learn if you want to be a cheater. Anyway, it's just common sense. Now, one or both of us is going to have to retake the test, probably. It was your idea. I'm not going to retake the test to make up for it. Okay, Katherine, this isn't helping. I don't know what you expect me to do. It seems to me that this is your mess. Really? So they're both kind of being little jerky poos about this. We have to come up with something. I just can't tell her the truth. You're the one with all the brilliant ideas here. So is our main protagonist here actually kind of a jerk? It seems like it. It wasn't even really my idea in the first place. What? Then whose was it? I got the test answers from Trevor. So we're throwing another person under Trevor, then blame him. I can't just blame him for it. Why not? Do you want to retake the test? I don't. No, but he's not even in trouble. Mrs. Martin didn't mention him to me. Trevor's always in trouble for something. Why does this one more thing matter? Well, Katherine, because one more thing can be the difference between getting suspended or kicked out of school or, you don't know. I guess so. It just doesn't seem right. Yeah, it isn't right. Look, he'll take the blame for you, so why not do it? Because I'm trying not to be a POS. That doesn't make any sense. Why do you think he gave you the answers? I suppose he knows I'm not very good at maths. Okay, so, and then basically the cycle of cheating just kind of went down the line here. Really, how sweet of him. You know something I don't. Apparently. Okay, so basically it sounds like Trevor likes this girl. Look, does it even matter why he did it? What are we going to do? Oh God, Katherine's like, yeah, what are you going to do, you mean? Okay, so we can admit our blame. We can blame Katherine or we can blame Trevor. In this case, look, if you're going to, I'm always coming from the standpoint of I was somebody who, I guess that school it didn't come that difficult. It wasn't very hard for me. See, and you wouldn't see that because I had a hard time with that sentence just now. But I didn't have a hard time in school, and I would be the person who people would be cheating off of. So I guess that I'm more like Trevor because I would be the originator. I wouldn't be the middleman who then sussed it off and gave it to somebody else. I wouldn't have done that. However, I would admit to you that I did used to write essays and things like that, and I sold them for money, and I bought cookies with it. True story, I did do that. And it was a guaranteed A if you bought one of my essays. So there you go. Let's see. In the spirit of me, what I would do, I would just, let's just admit it. I'm not gonna do anything I'm not gonna throw Trevor under the bus. Okay, I'm just going to tell Mrs. Martin the truth. I did it, and you and Trevor both know about it. Oh, what? That's not what I wanted to do. Because I would have left Trevor out of it, because it seems like since Trevor's the originator, he's the one that I'd want to not necessarily cheat off of in the future, but at least use him as maybe a tutor, be smart about it. Now Trevor's not going to want to do that. What's the point of that? Then we'll all get in trouble. It's our fault. At least we won't have to lie about it. Dude, when I picked that answer, I didn't realize that I was throwing everybody under the bus there. But I guess that this game isn't as nuanced as I would hope. Okay, so if you really want to get yourself in trouble, go ahead, but don't drag me into it. I'm not going to tell Mrs. Martin anything. Well, Katherine, that's fine. Maybe I should talk to Trevor about this before I go back to Mrs. Martin. Maybe you should. Just don't do anything stupid, okay? He's our easy way out of this. Man, Katherine, you are a user, aren't you? Yeah, alright, we'll see.
This situation with the test is a mess. Catherine's too stubborn to ever admit to doing something wrong. Somehow she always manages to turn it around on someone else.
Yep. Well, that's why you probably shouldn't have tried to help her out in the first place, this craziness. What is it, she says? We're going to talk about the book. I think Keith wants his book back. What book? He said you borrowed one from him and didn't give it back. Oh yeah, hey, wanna know a secret? You didn't read it, did you? Mm-mm. Nope, why would I? I don't even remember what it was about. So why did you borrow? Obviously. You could learn a thing or two from me, you know. You should try it out with Trevor. I don't want to. This girl wants Keith, obviously. I know you think Trevor likes me, but what's there to think about? Only you wouldn't notice something like that. Well, I think Keith just wants his book back. Fine, I guess I'll dig it out. Alright. See you later, Katherine. Yeah, whatever. Anybody who's going to dismiss you at the end of a conversation with a yeah, whatever, you shouldn't waste your time with, you know, you shouldn't cheat like that. You shouldn't give them that kind of power. Oh, can I not go back into the school? Oh, I can. Wait. There I go. Derp. Okay, I'm gonna see. No, is Katherine the only one in the main hall? I guess so. I wanted to find Trevor. I'm not sure where Trevor is. That's just Keith. Lover boy here. I just love a man who slouches against a wall. Okay, Keith. That's all you have to say. Let's see. Can we keep going this way? Okay. Oh, look at Trevor. He's a real bad boy. You can tell because he doesn't have his tie tied properly. That's how you can tell that kind of thing.
There's
Okay.
always something going on with Trevor. He's always in trouble for something. It's almost as if he enjoys it.
He might. And that's another hallmark of that character type. Oh, hey, it's you. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about, let's go through the things. So how's your comic coming along? Can I read it yet? Ha, no, not quite ready for reading. Come on, you've been working on it for ages. Well, these things take time, right? I know. I've got loads of great sketches, but I'm not great at writing. Well, you know, in comics, you don't have to do them both. You can just be the artist. You do not have to do both. What's it about? Haven't really got it all figured out yet. So, you don't know what it's about? Of course I do. It's just sort of embarrassing talking about it. Seems interesting enough to me. I don't really read comics. Okay, so maybe when he's drawn some of it, he'll show her. And she's saying she'd like it.
Envious of Trevor's ability to draw. I wish I had a talent like that.
Well, honey bunny, you know what you should do if you want a talent like that? You need to buy yourself a pen and a paper and start drawing. Okay, let's talk about Katherine. Katherine was saying some weird stuff earlier. Are we throwing her under now? What's new? I mean, she keeps mentioning you to me like there's something going on I don't know about. There's nothing going on. I don't know why she has to keep getting involved in everyone's business. Of course he's not going to just say it. Are you sure you haven't said anything to her? Of course I haven't. Who do you trust, her or me? Good point. I trust Trevor, I guess. You're always honest with me. Look, don't worry about Katherine. She's just stirring things up, as always. It's not that she said anything bad. Whatever it is, she said. Just forget I mentioned it. Okay, yeah, way to make me paranoid. That's not very nice.
But I don't want to deal with it at the moment. I've got enough problems already.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about the test. About that math test. Oh yeah, did it go okay? No. You got caught with the answers. So he's pretty bright. He knows right away. Somebody else got me caught. Somebody else. Nobody else knew about it. Oh God. So we've got to just tell him what you did. I gave the answers to Katherine too. Why would you do that? See, he's a little brighter than this girl. I don't know. I just wanted her to do well on the test too. Who cares if Katherine does well? I thought you needed those answers so that you could pass the test. I did. I didn't get the answers for Catherine. I got them for you. Seriously, when somebody puts themselves out for you, accept it. You don't need to do that. I know, and I'm grateful, but Catherine needed help too. Well, she might just have gotten us all in trouble now. What are you going to do? I have to talk to Mrs. Martin about it, she says. Oh, God, okay. I know, I'll come up with something, okay? Really, that's it? What do you think I should say to Mrs. Martin? Don't tell her that I got you the answers to the test, whatever you do. So I can be determined or apologetic. Oh, geez. I guess apologetic. I'm sorry, I might have to. Seriously, I don't really need any more trouble this term. I know, but it's just really difficult. I wanted to pass the test, not get into trouble. You promised you'd be really careful not to get into trouble when I gave you the answers. Seriously. I did. I'll do my best.
Trevor was only trying to help out, but he was the one who did the most wrong here.
Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Okay, so this is the absolute wrong attitude to have. This is the type of just belligerence that you should not have. You know, because he was not the one who was the most wrong. And if you're in that situation, you shouldn't go around parceling out who was the most wrong either. Especially if you think that in reflection it's going to make you look better, because that's just being a bad person. I guess I should go. You know, Trevor should find somebody else to be nice to and crush on, because this girl is kind of not great. Maybe her journal, that's what her journal is. That's why she wants to forget, because she wants to forget what a total jerk she is. So with that happy thought, you guys, I'm going to finish up this little drippling of tea that I have, and I hope that you have some tea as well. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.